Let's get ready to story!
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? This man, a 30-year Navy veteran. That's all I'm going to say. Mike Foster, where are you? Welcome, Mike.
Welcome, West Side. How many of you are really West Siders? How many of you are just visiting? Hey, Jerry Haggerty, they need to get some visas in here, man. During my travels, and my father was career military, and I had put in 30 years myself. So 42 years of my adult life, I traveled and lived different places all over the world. And it was always important to come home, and home was my grandparents' place out in the country. And it was always great to come back. They, the way grandparents are, they love you without hesitation. And one time when we came back, I remember my grandfather was, one of the things that the church would do every spring, and now this is dating myself, back in the mid-'60s, they would dig a new outhouse for the church. Two of them, one for the men, one for the ladies. And they basically dug a big pit, put a big two-holer over the top of it on stakes. And after church let out, us kids were outside walking around, just goofing around. I was about 8 or 9 years old. And there was this man named Richard Ingram. This guy, he was absolutely the most smoking man I ever met in my life. Tar on his fingers, tar running out of his nose. He smoked those Pall Mall no filters. He'd take 2 puffs, throw it on the ground. My cousin and I, we're about the same age, said we're going to sneak off with one of these cigarettes. So we were out backside of the church. We're smoking. We think we're all that, and all of a sudden, here come the adults. We just couldn't get away from them. So we decided to be smart. We're going to go slide down in one of those freshly dug outhouse holes. So we're sitting down there thinking we're getting away with something, passing the cigarette back and forth. Oh no. All of a sudden, we hear giggling. Next thing we hear is footsteps. Then we see a couple of asses plop their asses up. And they were definitely female. And then all of a sudden, it started raining. And my cousin and I were stuck back up against the wall going, and he's making these OF faces, And then we started getting bombed. And then my cousin, he starts gagging, dry heaving and stuff. I'm trying not to laugh. And after they were gone, they left. We were just totally amazed. We never saw anything quite flex like that before in our lives. So we crawled up out of an outhouse, and we had dirt all over us, and we were dusting it off, and who catches this? My grandfather. And he goes, "Boys, what the hell were you doing?" "Oh, nothing at all." And in a country speak, he goes, "Do tell." That means you're full of shit. Do tell, son, do tell. Well, from that point, then he started giving us some of his grandfatherly wisdom. He said, "Boys, some people read and they learn." Yes, sir. Some people see and they learn. Yes, sir. Other people learn by doing. Yes, sir. He says, "But you boys, you learn by pissing on an electric fence." And that is so true. That's me. But the story doesn't end there. All of a sudden we're just standing around, and my cousin and I are talking. He goes, "You can't understand a damn thing Grandpa said." "Nah, kinda. What do you mean about pissing on an electric fence?" He said, "Well, I don't know. Let's go find out." Yeah, thanks, guys.